name is Ryan Ryall, and I'm the VP of Lighting over here at Rocky Mountain Lighting in Denver, Colorado. We are a niche rep agency in the lighting space. It's a sister company of our other rep agency in the electrical world, Ryall Group. And our niche started out in industrial lighting products in the hazardous oil and gas space, as well as retrofit lighting. And then we have expanded into light specification lighting work, and still keeping a lot of that niche play in food and bev, industrial, horticultural, commercial, and now residential as well. And we operate in 12 states here, basically from Canada to Mexico and Oklahoma all the way to the edge of Nevada. I started in the lighting industry just about 14 years ago, so I have been fortunate to be here and watch the growth of LED technology. When I got into the lighting industry, LED had not taken off for general illumination, so I came from the era of fluorescent lighting and HID, and it has obviously progressed rapidly. Energy efficiency being key. Just watching the birth of LED for general illumination has been profound, and just watching the growth of the technology, the growth of the efficacy, the falling of price. I remember selling $50 par 38 lamps early in the early days. So it's changed, and now I am just watching the birth of the Internet of Things, IoT technology, advanced controls, smart buildings, smart homes, automation, voice control. So it's come a long way from a wall box dimmer to now asking your personal assistant verbally to adjust your lighting for you in given spaces. So it's advanced rapidly. It's obviously a rapid growing segment. Everybody will say energy efficiency is one of those leading moving factors. People have found with utilization of LED technology and integrating some sort of control, smart controls, that we can dramatically increase the energy efficiency of this light source. And it's becoming extreme, smarter. Government regulations are pushing that along as well to try and push that efficiency envelope forward. It's without it, and also now we are starting to get into the smart automation piece. So that is now a new driving factor, to have simple, smart lighting controls. And now the newest trend, which you guys are at the forefront of, is energy monitoring. So people not only want to have control of their products, have it be simple, be easy to integrate into their daily protocols, but now they also want to be able to see the performance of the system. Folks have heard LED technology is efficient. Add controls, it becomes even more efficient. Now people want to be able to monetize that, monitor that, see that performance, watch it in real time, have it in their device, in their pocket to pull up anytime from anywhere. And also there's data collection. There's been data collection around the industry for a while, but nobody really knew what to do with it. It was always complex. So to be able to utilize the data in a simple form, to be able to see what the consumption looks like over time, to see when your peak demand is, to see what your usage is throughout the day, throughout the night. I feel that is now a new emerging trend at the forefront. The thing is, it is complex, and being able to create data insights that are more simplistic for business owners, for facility managers. Not everybody is data scientists. Not everybody knows what to do with raw data. So to have a good insight or graphical user interface platform to be able to take the data and rationalize it, and be able to see, business owners can see what usage looks like. They can see when low usage, high usage. If it's a building owner of an office building, They can easily monitor the tenants within the building and see who's using what, see who's using what when, and be able to create better insights, from the data, and be able to make better decisions with what products are utilized, what products are purchased. Just being able to use the data instead of just collecting it is the big piece. And by people who are not extremely advanced or aren't experienced in the space, to be able to make it very easy, simple, graphical, and just ease of use with such data. So in 14 years of my involvement in the industry, some of the most memorable projects I've been involved in large retrofit projects. Some of the largest retrofit projects in our part of the country. There's often not a large school district or institutional retrofit project around us in this territory that we aren't at least involved in some capacity. So University of Denver, 4 million square foot retrofit project. I have a couple of OEM companies that I work with. Farmbox Foods, you can see at farmboxfoods.com, created a custom horticultural lighting system from the ground up for their system that's being deployed globally to grow leafy greens out of shipping containers. I've also done the largest mozzarella cheese factory in the world, Lafrino Cheese, here in Colorado, involved in a large-scale retrofit of their facility. Lots of competitors, lots of big names. We came in and outperformed with a second-tier manufacturer that has just been a great outcome. And then a couple design build projects that I've been involved in. BSI Designs, a custom hot and cold food merchandising company. Think of buffet counters in casinos or university serveries. I created their entire manufacturing facility. I designed, laid out, and sold the lighting package from the ground up. Also have had lots of different office and multi-use project lighting design projects that I've been involved in that were from the ground up design on my behalf, from meeting with customers, conceptualizing it through software layouts, and then sales and application, and then final project walkthrough to make sure the customer's pleased. So I could go on forever, and I'm going on 14 years of projects, but those are some of the ones I'm most proud about and that are most notable. The number one thing, far and above, is the complexity of the systems. They aren't familiar with all the parts and pieces needed. They aren't familiar with what widgets you need to create a complete assembly, specifically when you get into wireless controls or more advanced wireless controls with the energy monitoring piece. So they need to be assisted and have a demonstration. They're very visual people that often require you to get together with them and show them the system and application and show them how simple it is. The Lumos system is incredibly easy for as complex of a system as it is. So really just showing them that it's simple devices, simple to wire, simple to start up, showing the app, showing them how it all comes together in real time is paramount, and then they can feel more comfortable. And then even after an initial presentation or demo, leaving them behind with either an instructional video or a graphical, one-page document that shows them how easy it can be. 4 steps, 5 steps, just making it more simple for them. And then I feel that it's much more successful for them to implement and specify. So everybody knows now, especially with the proliferation of personal assistants like Alexa and Google Home, many people now know about smart lighting control. They know that it lends to energy efficiency. One thing that people are probably unaware of, and is the next evolution in these type of products, is the real-time data consumption energy usage piece. That's the next step and above in smart lighting control is, okay, we can now control, we can automate, we can schedule, we can use voice to control lighting. Well, what's next? And it's really that consumption data, and giving them that information of what they are using and knowing what their lighting system is consuming as far as an entire electrical platform consumption of what the lighting is doing. And you can even take it down more granular. It's not just all of my lighting. I can now look at individual fixtures. I can look at individual spaces and know that real time and historical consumption data. I feel that it does play a factor in the adoption of smart lighting, definitely, especially when you start to talk about more secure places, government buildings, jails, banks, places where there is concern of people hijacking the system and being able to take control of the lighting. Overall, I feel like it's much lower of a concern than other IoT or different network-based products, because people aren't terribly concerned with the data encryption of their lighting control system. So I believe, yes, there's a concern, as long as that they know that there is some sort of protocol or security in play. I believe that that's good enough for most applications, for most people to feel comfortable. You definitely get into the government and bank, and they want an additional layer of encryption or security because of, taking control of the lighting system could make it easier to, rob a bank or take over the security system, so on and so forth. So I feel it's lower than a lot of other technology, but it is still a valid concern. But most people feel pretty confident with basic levels of security to where it shouldn't be that big of a hindrance.